Get the session started. Thank you for joining us for our session about the HBCUs, Historically Black Colleges and University. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. Please use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to your presenter at any time throughout the presentation today. Note that your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. Remember that this is just one of the many different sessions happening during these 3-day virtual college fair event. So please be sure to check out the full schedule at www.strivescan.com/Minnesota. This presentation is also being recorded, so it will be available in about a week after our session here. And again, you can access that video on demand at www.strivescan.com/Minnesota. And with that, I will turn things over to Jada.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jada Hunter. I am an admissions counselor from North Carolina Central University, located in the state of North Carolina. I'm about the middle of the state in Durham. I just want to say thank you all for being here. I do have a presentation on university as well, speaking out about my college experience as well. I was a graduate of North Carolina Central University as well. I graduated in May of 2017. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for you all to see. So first and foremost, speaking a little bit about North Carolina Central, like I said, we are located in Durham, North Carolina. It's about the center of the state, right outside of the capital city of Raleigh. Our school was founded in 1910 by Dr. James E. Shepherd. Our motto is truth and service. Our mascot is the eagle, and our school colors are maroon and gray. So we do have about 8,000 students at our university. So we are considered a medium-sized HBCU. We are probably not too far behind, North Carolina A&T that does have the most students at their university. So we're not too far behind them, but for most schools, we are considered medium sized. And then from there, we do offer an average class size of 23 and a student to faculty ratio of 16:1. So we like to keep our classrooms a little bit smaller for students to be able to connect with their peers as well as their professors. And then we do have 81 degrees and 146 degree concentrations. So we do offer a wide variety of things that you can come study at our university. And just kind of diving into a little bit more, we are a top 10 HBCU. So for the past, I would like to say probably about 5 or 6 years, we've remained a top 10 HBCU. We are growing in diversity and flourishing, and a lot from there as well. Out of those 81 degrees that we do offer, we have a top 5 that most students are interested in, and they are business administration, nursing, criminal justice, psychology, and biology and biomedical sciences. So because we are located within Durham, North Carolina, it's us, and it's also Duke University. Even though we are the only HBCU, we are heavy in the STEM field. So that's, only with biology, biomedical sciences, pharmaceutical sciences, a lot going on there. There's a lot of opportunities from there. And then a lot of students will take that on to nursing, and psychology can help a lot with that as well. But then criminal justice and business are some wonderful programs that students really enjoy coming in with us with. Because we do offer so many programs as well, we do offer opportunities to do double majors and majors and minors that you can find at a lot of other institutions as well. I myself got my degree in criminal justice as well as a minor in Spanish. So I can tell you my firsthand experience was quite amazing, if I do say so myself. My professors gave me a lot of real life experience to be able to help me and guide me through the criminal justice program. I had some great internships while I was in there, and they really, I felt like they were really there to help me, and it felt like a family atmosphere that I had while I was at Central and going through my program. Speaking of our family atmosphere, we do offer a lot of clubs and organizations. For these clubs and organizations, you'll see that we do have over 100 of them, and they are designed to fit our student interests. So they're all student-led. Some of our most popular ones are on the screen right here. You'll see the Men's Achievement Center, which is for the young men. This is a living, learning community that students, young men can dive into. They will live with the other young men that are a part of the program. They will be able to assist them with personal and professional development as they go through their academic careers. We were the first school in North Carolina to have an LGBTA resource center. So we are very excited that we still have one and that it is still thriving. We do offer a women's center on campus as well, a spiritual development, Engagement and leadership takes the form of our Student Government Association, which is very popular on campus. That is for any students that is looking for those more leadership roles. So that does include class presidents, vice presidents. We do have a Senate on campus, as well as like the king and queen of royal court. So royal court is very big with HBCUs. You'll find them. They'll have the campus king and queen, as well as the separate class kings and queens as well. And then we also have student activities board. Some of them call them their just activities board in general. Other HBCUs, they plan all of the fun events on campus. So if you're on campus and they're having a talent show, they're having a concert, a little game night, anything fun like that. They assist a lot with homecoming and spring fling and those events. That's what student activities board is for. So if you're a lively person, you love to plan a good gathering and things like that, that might be the place for you. Us, as well as other HBCUs, do offer a lot within fraternity and sorority life. So we do provide all Divine Nine. And then outside of Divine Nine, we have the band fraternity and sorority. We have a Christian fraternity and sorority, as well as a Latina sorority on our campus that students can definitely come and get involved in. We have a lot to do with international interests, and I'll speak on those in a little bit. For anyone interested in writing, we do have Campus Echo, which is a newspaper that we have on campus. We do a lot with campus recreation. They work a lot with the students that are in like sports medicine, sports management, and recreation and those major things like that. They do a lot with that, but also students can just go there to our facility, get a nice workout in and things like that. We offer theater and dance. We offer modeling troops, dance groups, intramural sports. There's just so many things that you can come to North Carolina Central to do. And then you'll find similar but diverse organizations at any kind of HBCU that you go to. So I always say that it's always best to just go and get involved. You'll never regret it. If you find that one organization is not for you, you do not have to stay in it. You can go to another one. You don't have to be involved in just one organization. You can be involved in more than one. So the choices are definitely there for you. And then you will have the other peers on campus and the leadership on campus to really help you find that place for you that's best. I myself, throughout my 4 years at NCCU, participated in numerous different ones. I spent a little time within Student Government Association. I worked within residential life. I also was an Eagle Ambassador for the university. So Eagle Ambassador, they give tours. It kind of works under the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. So I got to be a student, but meet a lot of prospective students as well, and kind of help them through their journey through to decide if they want to come to NCCU or not. I also was a cheerleader during my time as well. So quite a few different things that I found my niche and my happiness in while I was at NCCU. Additionally, we do offer athletics as well. NCCU is Division I in athletics. We have about 300 student athletes that compete on our 13 teams on that Division I level. So we are a part of the MACAC conference. MACAC does stand for the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. You'll find a lot of HBCUs kind of in the eastern, northeastern region are part of the MACAC, but then you do have some other ones that are part of different divisions that may be like coming and going, things like that. So think about, the schools that you want to go to, the HBCUs that you want to go to, and what division that they're in, and how that can help you with your athletic career. Some great schools are Division I, like mine. Some great schools are in Division II. It really just depends. For the sports that we do offer football, men's and women's basketball, women's volleyball, men's and women's cross country, men's and women's indoor and outdoor track and field, men's golf, men's and women's tennis, and softball. So if you were looking to come play with us, we do recruiting, and you can get a full ride to come play with us. Of course, you have to follow all rules and regulations. But if you do not get a scholarship to come play with us, you can try out for our walk-on seasons. And for our walk-on seasons, you just try out like you normally would. And if you get on the team, you will still get to play. You just wouldn't play with that scholarship. I've had some friends that have still gone the walk-on season route, and they loved it and they enjoyed it. As myself, the type of student athlete I was, like I said, I was a cheerleader, so that does qualify under our athletic program, but we don't get scholarships for it. But it was a wonderful time, and I will not change that for anything. So if you're interested in our athletics, I would really say reach out to the assistant coaches as they do most of the recruitment, and they can kind of help you with anything that's going on, such for some seasons coming up, as we know that the new school year will be here before we know it. But if you are a junior, sophomore, freshman, you have quite a bit of time to still look and decide, what schools you're looking at and what kind of their athletic programs you're looking at, and if you're going to get recruited. We do offer other opportunities as well. So if anyone is interested in engineering, we do offer a wonderful engineering partnership. It is a 3+2 dual program. And so within there, you'll do 3 years of physics at NCCU, and you do 2 years of electrical engineering at one of our partner schools. Our partner schools do include Duke, NC State, and Georgia Tech. The benefits of this internship is, you will graduate in 5 years, but you will graduate with 2 degrees. You'll get experience from HBCU as well as the PWI, and you'll basically be going to 2 schools for the price of one. So, you get a lot within the engineering partnerships. If that's something that you're interested in, you really love engineering, that's what you want to do, I definitely would encourage you to apply with it through us. We offer some great study abroad opportunities. We've partnered with about 40 countries so far. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to go where you want to go and where you want to study. You can be gone for 3 different timelines that we have. So a full year, a semester, or a short 2 to 5 week program. Those 2 to 5 week programs will generally happen over the summertime. So you have more opportunities to kind of enrich in that culture for a short period of time, but not really mess up the rest of your academic semester. But like I said, the choice is up to you. You can extend it if that's something that you want to do. We do provide scholarships and financial aid to study abroad to make it more accessible to you as well. I would probably say that the most popular places students have been from our university would be China, France, and Costa Rica. Those are probably the most popular ones. But like I said, there's been so many as well. Nigeria, some good ones as well. So just kind of take advantage of that. You never know what life has to offer you. You can really help you round yourself out as a person, kind of step out of your comfort zone by studying abroad. I myself did not have the opportunity to do so, but I've had quite a bit of friends that did, and they all loved it very, very much. And for students that are interested in these STEM majors, so biology, biomedical science, pharmaceutical sciences, we do have 2 research facilities on our campus. We have the Bright building and the BBRI building. They are doing actual cutting edge research. I do know that they last year they got a extension of a grant for some breast cancer research that they're doing. They've continued to be safe, and they're doing the research through COVID and everything like that. So it's been very wonderful for them. You do not have to go off campus to get your hours in and things like that. You can do it right here on our campus. So that's an amazing that we do have research facilities. And then we do offer ROTC programs as well as a part of our opportunities. We do offer ROTC in the Air Force as well as the Army. It is a partnership that we have with Duke University. So you'll do a lot of your educational work here on our campus, and then you'll go over to Duke to do a lot of your physical trainings. And then you do receive scholarship opportunities for being an ROTC as well. So we do offer a lot of opportunities. Our opportunities help diversify us and our campus, kind of opens us up to other schools in the UNC system, whether it being an HBCU or a PWI. And it's always kind of good to take advantage of what else is going on, kind of step outside a little bit to really see all that you can take in and that all that can be given to you. So jumping in a little bit to our scholarship information, this is an example of a full ride scholarship that we have. If you are a senior on the call right now, then our university scholarships are currently closed for the rest of the academic year. Our deadline was February 28th, unless you are still looking at our merit-based scholarships, but the rest of them have closed. But we do accept a lot of outside scholarships as well. So don't feel bad or threatened or that you missed the deadline. A lot of scholarships are still open. Some great things through Thurgood Marshall are still open as well. So take a look at the other scholarships in your communities and see what's going on through there. But for the juniors that are getting ready to come up for their senior year, even the sophomores and freshmen that are kind of wondering what's going on about their college career, it's never too early to make sure that your grades are prepared and that your your finance and things are prepared for when you go to college, and that you can receive some of the great scholarships that we do offer. So the CHEATHAM-WHITE scholarship is a full ride. Us and North Carolina A&T both share this scholarship. We only offer about 20 per year, so it is very selective. But when I say it's a full ride, students will get everything through the scholarship. So that does include full tuition and fees, housing, meals, textbooks. You get a laptop that you get to keep after you graduate, any traveling, and any summer experiences that you will have through the program. Through CHEATHAM-WHITE, they normally will go on a trip every summer. Of course, that kind of got messed up last summer due to COVID, but the summer before that, they did go. I'm pretty sure they were They went to China before then, yes. And then they kind of switch it up per year. Some great things like that, with your internships, they cover all of those fees through the CHEATHAM-WHITE scholarship. The requirements for the scholarship do include a 1280 on the SAT or a 28 on the ACT, a 4.0 cumulative GPA on a 4.0 scale. That is a weighted GPA. You need to have this 4.0 at the time of applying to the scholarship. You must be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, a first-year student, demonstrate strong service and leadership skills, and be significantly involved in extracurricular activities. So clubs, sports, we really want you to be a well-rounded student if you are coming in for this program. Throughout the scholarship, you also live with the other CHEATHAM-WHITE scholars that receive the scholarship as well. So, it kind of builds that community. You have your help and your space, and it doesn't matter what major that you have going into the program, but you can still receive the scholarship. So, of course, for this year, we were test optional for the 2021 term. So we waived our test scores for students that were not able to take them. I cannot say for sure right now if we will still be waiving our test score requirements for the upcoming year. So for students that are, applying in the 2022 year and beyond, we're typically not a test optional school, and it's going to change. It's going to vary regardless of what HBCU you're looking to go to. So I will always say check with them to kind of make sure what their test score requirements are looking like. But sometime this summer, we will be able to know for sure if we will remain to waive our test scores or not. And then we do offer Aspiring Eagles Academy. Aspiring Eagles Academy is a summer bridge program. It is 4 weeks. It will happen throughout the course of the month of July. So students will come earlier before their freshman year starts in August. You'll live on campus. The residence hall that you will be staying in on campus with us will be the same hall that you'll be in the fall. So you don't have to move out for the summer, then move right back in. You'll be good to go to leave your stuff there. If you're taking that short 2-week break there is in between there and the start of the fall semester. So you'll get your housing. There's a lot of cultural enrichment that will happen, academic support. You will also start your classes early as well. So you'll take a couple of summer classes. They do trips within the program, a lot of personal and professional development. So if you're really, scared about the college space and you're kind of wondering, what will be going on, you're scared about moving to North Carolina as a whole new space as well, some things that could be going on, want to explore Durham and things like that a little bit more, I would say this might be the program for you as it gets you started early and kind of makes you a little more comfortable to come in for the fall semester. The application for Aspiring Eagles Academy is still open for any of the seniors that I do have on here as well. You can go online to our website, nccu.edu, and apply through there. A lot of HBCUs will have a different type of summer bridge program. You can always inquire with them on what they do have. There's always like a something for a helping stone and kind of helping you kind of get engaged and get acclimated to the college environment, because it is very different from being in high school. It is very different from living with your parents or your guardians. I went to North Carolina Central myself, and I didn't go with anyone, not any family, not any friends. So I really, had to step out and, meet some new people as well. And everyone can do it. It's kind of, a part of getting out of your comfort zone. But if you want like that little bit of extra help to do that, you can definitely join our Aspiring Eagles Academy. Additionally, we do offer a university honors program. Within our university honors program, it's a little bit different from Aspiring Eagles Academy. This is a holistic program. So if you're in the honors program, you will be in there for the whole 4 years that you're in, albeit you keep up your GPA. Through the program, you do get priority registration, priority housing. With our honors housing, you get recognition on your transcript, copy of fax privileges, scholarship assistance, grad professional test prep. There's a lot that you can get through this program. They really do help you out. They do a lot with mentoring as well. So once you come in, you'll have a mentor, and then towards your junior, senior year, you get to be a mentor to a younger student as well. So kind of including with that helping hand that will go through. So if any students are looking to really challenge yourselves in the academic space, in addition to, what their major is, I definitely encourage you to be a part of the honors program and apply for it. If you do receive one of our merit-based scholarships, you do get automatically accepted to the honors program as well. So that's amazing through there. So keep some of those things in mind when you're looking at North Carolina Central and looking at the space that you want to be in your college life. You're really doing everything that you want for yourself. It's up to you how you choose your classes, how you choose your organizations and your programs, things like that. So definitely keep those in mind. You'll always find someone on campus to help you, whether it be a peer, your academic advisor, whether you get a mentor that's not even in, the honors program space. It can be anyone, your professors. You kind of find someone that kind of helps you through there. Central is there, definitely very much a family-like atmosphere. Everyone who's come through, we all say it because we all feel it. It's very easy to talk to students on campus and kind of you see how friendly everyone is. Looking at the residential living that we have at North Carolina Central, we do have 12 residential halls on our campus, and they range between 3 different styles. I will say, first and foremost, all our residential halls are co-ed, except for the Men's Achievement residential hall. And then so from our 3 different styles that we do offer traditional style, suite style, and apartment style. So traditional style, just like you would see it, like maybe in a movie or a show, or if you visit a college campus, it's one big room. You and your roommate will share that room. It's kind of split down the middle, and then you'll have your side. So on your side, you'll have a bed, drawers, a desk as well as a closet, and then your roommate will have the same. We do include micro fridges within all of our rooms. If you want to bring an extra one, you can. So y'all would have 2, but you will at least have that one in there. And that's what you would have. And everyone in that hall will share a bathroom. And then for suite style gives you a little more privacy. You typically would have at least 3 other suite mates, maybe 2, depending on what the suite looks like. The suite you could have your own room in the suite, or you could have a roommate in the suite, and y'all have your suite mates as well. And then all of y'all will share a bathroom, and then you'll also have a smaller common area as well, it's like a smaller living room. And then for apartment style, our apartment style looks like any apartment that you could generally find just on our campus. You can have your own apartment, or you can have roommates. If you're having roommates, you can have up to 2 or 3 of them. All of you all have your own room. There will be 2 bathrooms in there, a living room, as well as a kitchen. So apartment style is the only style that we offer the kitchen directly within the room, but with suite style and traditional style, there is a kitchen that is usually on the first and or second floors. We do offer laundry facilities in the residence halls. It is free to wash and dry. You just have to bring your own detergent. We do offer study spaces, computer labs, as well as lounge spaces as well. So sometimes you just want to get out of your room, just enjoy your friends, enjoy your space. That's something that you can do. It's definitely optional for you to do. So just make sure that, you're staying safe with everything that you do, but you can definitely choose, what style hall works best for you. And then you can definitely choose what, who you want to live with. So once you get accepted and you do your housing process, that is something that you will go through, and you will choose, where you want to stay at on campus. Looking at some other scholarships that we do offer, we do have our merit-based scholarships that I touched on a little bit earlier. These are the ones that are currently still open. If you are a senior still applying and things like that, they're the only ones that we still have open for university scholarships. We do have 3 different tiers for our merit-based scholarships. We also call them Chancellor Cycle of Success scholarships. That's generally what you are going to see. So for Eagle in Flight, you will have, if you receive at least an 1130 on the SAT or a 23 on the ACT, all the way up to an 1180 on the SAT or a 25 on the ACT, a 3.2 GPA all the way up to a 3.75. You can receive anywhere from 2,500 per year to 7,500 per year. These are stackable, so you can use them with other scholarships or grants or loans that you are receiving. And if you do remain in good academic standing, you will be able to automatically get the scholarship again for your next academic year. So the deadline isn't until June, so students can still apply, students can still receive this scholarship, but just kind of keep in mind that, the summer will be here before you know it. Decisions will be here before you know it as well. So just kind of keeps a lot of those things in mind, but the opportunities are definitely still there for scholarships. Looking at our deadlines, we have passed our fresh priority deadlines. However, we are a rolling admissions campus. You'll find other HBCUs can be a rolling admissions campus as well. So what that means is we open our application up in August. We don't close it until the summertime. Our final deadline is July 15th, but we're making decisions all throughout the year. Typically, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for us to get back to you with the decision after we have your completed application. And this right here is what our Eagle Promise portal looks like. This is what you will do to complete your application. You will create this portal right here. Most of us, you'll find portals through anywhere, depending on how you're doing it. Ours is directly through our website, nccu.edu. And like I said, you'll apply through here. You'll receive any updates from here. If we're missing your transcript, that's how you'll know it through the portal. Once you receive a decision from us, that's how you'll know it through the portal as well. So just kind of keep some of those things in mind while you're looking to do your applications and coming in. I would say make sure you write down, what your email address is or what your username is, your password, so you can kind of keep up with them for the different schools that you are applying to. You can kind of go from there. You can always call us if you need any help with anything. Like I said, we're super responsive, we're super helpful to really help you with coming into the college space. Let me skip that. So looking at our application and our requirements that we need to get into NTCU, the same will work very similar with other HBCUs that are in North Carolina that are part of the UNC system, because we typically have very similar application requirements, but they're not all exactly the same. So I will always say, think about the schools you're going to, check in quite often to what their requirements are, what their deadlines are, and what you need to get in. So for freshmen coming in, you will need to fill out an online application. Like I said, you will set up your Eagle Promise portal and then do it through there. You will need to pay the application fee. The application fee is $50 unless you have a fee waiver. We do not give out fee waivers at North Carolina Central, but we do accept them. We accept fee waivers from ACT, MACAC, as well as College Board. So keep those in mind. If you are applying with a fee waiver, you can generally talk to your school counselor about getting a fee waiver as well, filling it out, and then submitting it to us via email. Our minimum GPA is a 2.5. Like I said, currently we have waived our test scores for the 2021 term. However, if you are a junior or sophomore, kind of looking to take some practice tests, and what you will need, our typical test scores are a 10-10 on the SAT or a 19 on the ACT. So that's what our typical test scores are. We're just not sure if we'll continue to waive them or not due to COVID. And we do look at your mandatory course requirements that come over with your transcript. So we require all transcripts to be submitted through their school counselor. We do not accept transcripts from students. And then they can either mail them in or email them in. The choice is up to the counselor. We're not on certain sites like Naviance or Common App or things like that. However, we do accept them through National Student Clearinghouse. So that's one way if it's not being emailed directly to us from your counselor. And then on your transcript, we are looking to see that you have 4 Englishes, 4 maths, 3 sciences, 2 social studies, and 2 foreign languages. I do know with kind of being out of state, sometimes, your school district may require only 3 maths, but we do need 4. We do have to follow North Carolina laws as we are a North Carolina state school. So keep some of the things in mind that you will need an extra math that is higher than Algebra 2 in order to come in with us. So those are our requirements. They're pretty easy. They're pretty cut and dry. We do not require an essay as part of our application process. Some schools do, some schools don't. Like I said, always kind of check in to make sure what they do and do not have. And then if you are taking any AP, IB, or dual enrollment courses, we do accept those to be able to get your college credit transferred in from those courses. With AP, as long as you have a C or higher in your class and pass your AP exam, we'll be able to accept it. Of course, with dual enrollment and things like that, as long as you have a C or higher and got the college credit from them, that is a C or higher, then we can go ahead and transfer it into North Carolina Central. So keep some of those things in mind, while you're doing what you want and taking your classes, making sure that your GPA is staying up there. Our minimum GPA is a 2.5, but as you saw before, a lot of our scholarships start around a 3.3 and go up from there. So you kind of want to aim a little bit higher, push yourself as far as you can. And I promise you, the experience that you will have in college is worth it, not only for your career and where you want to go after you graduate, but the experience that you'll have in college will change you, who you are as a person, kind of, engage you to think a little bit differently, see things a little bit differently, and kind of open your mind up to how the world is and being a little more independent. And so once you've gone through the process with us and you do get accepted, you will receive an email, like I said, as well as a letter in your Eagle Promise portal that says, congratulations, you've been accepted. You will, if you know for sure you want to come with us, you will confirm your enrollment. Confirming your enrollment looks like registering for orientation, and that is what we call SOAR. Orientation will happen the summer before your freshman year. It is a overnight experience, 2 days and 1 evening. Last year it was virtual due to COVID, but this year we're looking to have it in person again. again. And then there will be a fee associated with that, is a $225 fee, and it will get placed on your student account. So you're not going to be billed upfront for it. The next part of enrollment does include in paying your enrollment fee itself. The enrollment fee is $100. That does have to be paid out of pocket. The deadline for the enrollment fee is May 15th for all the current seniors that I have. And then kind of going forward for the further years, it'll still be around May 15th to pay that. And that secures your spot coming in for the fall. And then applying for housing, I already talked about housing in the residential life process. The deposit for housing is $150, and that also has to be done at the time that you are doing your housing application. So it could look different, like I said, for different HBCUs, but this is what it looks like for North Carolina Central. So the only fees that would have to come out up front will be the enrollment fee of $100 and the housing fee of $150. And then completing financial aid, like I said, financial aid, comes in different forms. You have scholarships, you have grants, you have loans, you have the FAFSA itself for federal aid. The FAFSA opened up back October 1st. It opens up October 1st every single year. I always encourage students to do it as early as possible because you do have more opportunity for grants and loans that can be given to you, as most schools will award on a first come, first served basis when it comes to federal aid, because, it'll kind of run out as it trickles down. But then never be afraid to look at other scholarships and grants that are outside the universities, that are in your communities, that can really help you with going into college. So that is the end of my presentation. Like I was saying, I did go to North Carolina Central, as an undergrad. So, I studied there. I, spent my time there. I didn't go to any other school. I didn't transfer from anywhere. I truly love the time and the things that were given to me on campus. I love the events and everything that happened through there. So if anyone does have any questions, please let me know. Don't feel too shy or anything like that. You can definitely put them in the Q&A. Please use the Q&A function for that. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Thanks, Jada, for that great information. I wanted to ask you a few questions for the greater good of the audience while we wait for some questions to pop through. But could you go into a little more detail about what was your favorite part at being at an HBCU school? And do you have any advice for someone who might be throughout it in their college search looking specifically for an HBCU?
Yeah, my favorite part of an HBCU is really kind of specifically talking about like the events and like the culture on campus. Is really homecoming. And HBCU homecoming is not like any other homecoming. And I'm not just speaking just for North Carolina Central, even though I do think we are the best. But it's just kind of a different experience. So, it's like a mix of the current students and the alumni, the culture that goes on through homecoming week, the games, the step shows, the after game events where everyone kind of hangs out. For us, it's the Greek Bowl and things like that. Somewhere on the yard, it's definitely like it's unmatched where you might find anywhere else. So if you haven't had a chance to go to an HBCU homecoming, that will probably be the highlight every year. So I would say that's one of the best things to offer. And then my other favorite thing about being at HBCU was that I felt like my professors, like they very much cared about me and my academics. They were invested in me as a student. They knew my name, but it wasn't just me. They knew the names of my peers as well. I feel like our discussions were very real and very honest. I never felt like I was just a number in a classroom or just a face passing by. And I think that's because a lot of HBCU populations are a bit on the smaller side. You do have some other schools that are very, very huge, with like 60,000 students, things like that. And then you have like 200 students in a classroom. It can get kind of drowned out, especially if your learning style is a little bit different. And so for me, I found that the HBCU experience was tailored to me and helpful to me as a person. And then it's always nice to kind of be on campus and you'll see, majority of the other students that look like you. But even if you are, not of African American descent, you'll still, find inclusion at HBCUs that you might not find other places, regardless of, and they really care about you as a person. So I would say keep those things in mind, my experiences and things that you are looking for if you're looking for an HBCU. If you really want to experience that is tailored to you, that cares about you, I think that they do a very good job at doing that. I have a lot of other friends that have gone to other HBCUs, not just North Carolina Central, and they've loved their experience and they said they wouldn't have chosen any other path.
Awesome. Thank you, Jada. It looks like we do have a question as well in regards to not having taken any language classes next year and going to an art school. They don't have any language classes available. Is that a big barrier to getting accepted?
So for North Carolina Central in particular, as well as HBCUs in North Carolina, it is, because that's a North Carolinian requirement. They have to have languages. I will say this, you can, to get over that, you can either take the languages at a community college, they'll be accepted that way as well, or you can take an exam it's the CLEP exam. You can take it. I'm pretty sure you can find it on College Board as well. If you take that just for the languages, you pass that. It's a very intense kind of, it's like the SAT for whatever language that you're, studying in. So I would say study very hard for it. But once you take that exam and then you pass it, you can automatically get credit, your college credit for that as well. So that will kind of help you satisfy your foreign language requirement. But I will say for North Carolina Central and for other HBCUs in North Carolina, you have to have that foreign language requirement. I see another question that says, do I have any information on Howard University because it's your first choice? Oh, wonderful. I do not have too much information on Howard as they're outside of the state of North Carolina. Howard is located in the Washington, D.C. area. I will say keep in mind with them, it's going to be a little bit different because they are, while they are an HBCU, they are private, while North Carolina Central is public. So keep some of those things in mind with private HBCUs. The tuition and things like that are going to be a little bit different. On some benefits, sometimes you can get more scholarships, and some benefits you cannot. But I will say, contact Howard directly, their admissions. I know some people that are super helpful from there. So go ahead and take that step forward to contact them and, just kind of take in everything and get what they can. Let's see what their campus looks like virtually, even if you can't go there in person, especially with everything going on. Just, take a stroll around their website and see what they have going on. Don't ever be afraid to contact someone and answer any and ask any questions.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Jada, for your presentation and that wealth of knowledge. And thank you, everyone, so much for attending your session tonight on HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick survey. We'd love to get your feedback about how the session went tonight. Again, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at www.strivescan.com/Minnesota. And again, in about a week, this session recording will be available online. So if you'd like to access it again on demand, feel free to go to that website as well. But thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Jada, you're going to have to end the meeting for everyone.
I am so sorry.
No worries.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I hope I did well.
Yes.
Kind of giving what I could.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jada.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
You too. Bye-bye.